What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And I had to make a follow up video to my short that I did yesterday. Little did I know when I made that Algorand short, the extent of what was going on, with the news and everything. I just noticed it was pumping, and I had been keeping my eye out on Algorand every single day. As you know, it's one of the cryptos we talk about very frequently on the channel. So that is a good thing to catch a pump like that, right? Especially in the middle of 3 months. Well, I mean, 3 months of really bad damage, but basically since November. So let's see, December. Sorry, I'm going to use my fingers here for a second. So let's see, December, January, February, March, April, May, right? We're in May. That is exactly 6 months of down. So let's look at it this way. The bull market started before we get into Algorand. Let's just, get a little context on where we're at in the market for a second, right? So we were at an all-time high in November with Bitcoin. Now, that wasn't an all-time high for a lot of the altcoins, actually. November, a lot of altcoins had peaked before that, actually, in the summer. They had peaked, a lot of them, some of them. And so we've had 6 months of it going down. But if we go all the way back to the halving, it started pumping within literally 2 months of the last halving. Let's remember it was in May, right? So June, July. Yeah. I mean the pump started like right then, right in summer of 2020, right? So right after the halving, like a month or two. So that puts us at year 2020 in the summer. So if you think of that, well, one full year was 2021 in the summer, and then 2 full years would be next month. Okay, so that would be 1.5 years in a bull market, and 5 months, almost 6 months now. In one more month, it'll be 6 months in a bear trend. At least we failed to understand if it's a bull or a bear market. And I actually think I have a theory that says we're in a simultaneous bull market on Bitcoin, a very low bull market, and maybe the bottom for Bitcoin. So that could make it a bear market if it never goes below, like if we don't go touch 20K again, which I doubt that. It's Bitcoin, right? It's volatile, so it might. But while the billionaires have all their money in it, they aren't going to let it go down. So it kind of confuses the market, right? Because after the traditional Bitcoin is cyclical, which means it does the same cycle over and over. Like humans, we have routines, right? We get up, we do the same thing, and it becomes a process. Well, the same with crypto. It works in the same way. People react in the same way. It goes through highs and lows, and people react differently during those highs and lows. And it became like clockwork, and it was programmed into the language. It was called a halving, which halved the rewards distributed to the miners, which controls how much Bitcoin is put on the network over a certain amount of period of time. We're getting Algorand. Don't worry. I'm just painting a full picture of where we're at in the market first. And so when we get to Bitcoin, evolving from where it came and all these billionaires involved, right? We had probably 18 months of a bull market, which normally it isn't that long. It would only be like maybe 6 months of a bull market, and the rest of the time, it's like 4 years, 3.5 years, 3 years of a bear market. So now at least we've changed that cycle. So we know the normal cycle, yes, we're still having, but it's going up much faster than the previous cycles, and the bull markets are lasting longer. We know that for sure. At least the bull markets are lasting longer. Whether or not we stay in that cycle, we're going to find out, because this is the 4 years that's going to tell us if we are still in the same cycle or if it changes. So now we get to Algorand. When at the peak in November, right? All of this money was just flooding into the market, into these amazing layer one blockchains. And even Algorand, which was actually, I believe, originally designed to help Ethereum in some certain kind of way. And now it's taken on its whole entity of its own, its whole blockchain. and it has its own sponsors and a lot borderless capital. I believe is the one. Is it border? I believe it's borderless capital put $900 million into the ecosystem, 400 million, and then 500 million, and that's what saved my butt in the end of this bull run, or at least the top of the altcoin market with Algorand. It pumped up to 282. I got a nice profit then, got out, got back in when it went down, and then made one more profit, and then the market went down after I got back in one more time. So I got in 3 times, made money twice. I think I showed you guys that. And then the third time, the market dumped on us, right? Remember, Bitcoin, everything went down, and I was holding Algorand, and I was like, no, and a lot of I was holding a few others that, I was like, no. But the cool thing is when the market dropped because of all that money that just had went in, I think we got the news 3 days before the market dumped on us. And it was like all of this money just went into Algorand, right? So like it's going crazy with, profit, the price and interest, and just, when a crypto's hot, right? It was one of those, times. Algorand was on fire, man. It just went up to 282. It had just a buttload of money put into it, and then the market dumped, right? And so it was cool. It gave me one more chance to pump. We're gonna go into more. I'll show you some stuff here in a minute, but I just want to paint this picture real quick. And so Algorand has all this money going into it, right? All these good companies. Now we get this news, and mind you, this is besides the 900 million that Borderless Capital already put into Algorand, building on the ecosystem. Now they are the first blockchain to have a sponsorship with FIFA World Cup. And I know a lot of other influencers are talking about that, but for me, we're talking about Algorand, and so this is relevant, to the crypto. And is this a good time to buy Algorand? That's the whole point of this video, is to find out right now, while all this is happening, is a good time. Well, after the news of something comes out, that's not normally the best time to buy a crypto. But when it comes to Algorand, what I'm saying is all of this money that's going into it, building on the ecosystem, these partnerships they're building, that's how you succeed in business. You build your brand, you collaborate, multi, facet your product, whatever that may be. And so, and a lot of that's marketing, and a lot of the budgets for a lot of these crypto companies are dedicated to marketing, because crypto is so widely unknown. And I've figured out why my channel did so well when I first started, because normal crypto videos go to crypto people who are already in crypto and, looking for crypto information. Well, before, I didn't put tags in my videos, and I didn't know that at the beginning, because I was a noob and it took me a few months to get the hang of it. But it would send it to people who didn't know about crypto. And so there is so much wide interest that they need that marketing budget, and to do it in a major way, like, the Super Bowl or the World Cup, things like this is really going to push forward crypto into a place where, yeah, we're going to make money. So think of it this way. I would never buy a crypto just because of some kind of celebrity thing. But if you look at everything that's in Algorand and all of the money that's going in the ecosystem, let's take a look. Get into this. I like to speak with you guys for a little bit first, and let me check the questions before the comments before I move on to here. Let me share the screen real quick. Okay. All right. We are in a new 4-phase cycle. Okay, pump. I mean, I would like to take a look at that if you have like an idea of what kind of cycle we're in. I'd definitely like to take a look at that and see if I think there's something there. Pump slow, fall small, rise sideways, drop 50%, then pump again. You don't think Bitcoin is going lower than 56% of its all-time high? Okay. Yeah, well, when the billionaire's money, I agree, man. I don't think it will right now either. I mean, The market's too strong. I mean, compared to 2017, it's a literal, gold mine of crypto. So let's look at this here. Now, this is just what we were talking about. Algorand becomes the first US blockchain sponsor of FIFA World Cup. Not the first blockchain. I'm sorry, I said that. I misspoke. Blockchain network Algorand has partnered with FIFA, inking a sponsorship and technical partner deal as the network becomes the soccer association's first official blockchain platform. Oh, okay. The deal announced on Monday will also see Algorand become a regional supporter in North America and Europe for the 2022 FIFA World Cup to be held in Qatar in November and December. Cool. Algorand will become the official blockchain of FIFA, empowering the global football community with cutting edge, sustainable technology. Man, these guys are not playing around. That's how you know Algorand's the real deal. I mean, they're partnering. If they would have done this at the beginning, it would have made me worry because I just get sketched out about any kind of celebrity type. But this is more than they're gonna wear Algorand on their uniforms, I believe. So with a partnership, that means there's going to be billboards there. There's going to be maybe even like a booth, they'll probably have an Algorand booth at the games, right? To teach people about crypto while they're there and maybe even give them free Algorand. You never know. Like imagine you're these guys and you're like, okay, well, we just did this deal. How do we, promote it to, the millions of people at home that are watching and all the people that arrive, and especially the people that arrive, you can get their, like real personal feedback and I doubt they'll give crypto away, but maybe they'll have like a Algorand ATM. I don't know. Who knows? The sky's the limit. You know what I mean? So, um, tomorrow is Wednesday, so we're doing an ICP video, but um, Thursday I want to do a Solana video. I just saw Solana right here, and because I know a couple of my subscribers hold Solana, and I'm looking to get in at a good price. Actually, I want to pick up some Solana, especially because I want to interact with some of the NFTs possibly on there, and I just like Solana, and I want to get in at a good price. So anyway, now Algorand will also be an official sponsor for the FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand in 2023. So this is a long-term partnership, at least over a year long. Now that's pretty good. The proof of stake chain will assist FIFA in developing its digital asset strategy with the announcement explaining blockchain technology in the context of non-fungible tokens. So that's something I should have thought about but didn't. Of course, they're going to want to have non-fungible tokens of basically all of the players on the team and the teams itself, right? They'll probably have some NFTs directly related to that. So, Algorand aims to convert network transaction fees into carbon offsets. Okay. So there's a lot going on with Algorand, but this is what I wanted to show you. I was telling you about this stuff earlier, and now I just want to show you this. Yeah. So here we go. Right here. We looked at this before, but it's been a while. So we're gonna show it because we're, talking about Algorand and how amazing, is it a good buy right now? So this was November 30th. See, this was right after the top. This, news came in. And things were just starting to go down right after, we peaked November 10th. So this was like, almost a month after, not quite a month after. And so the fund will look to invest into a range of DeFi and NFT projects. So the cool thing, I think this has a lot to do with this. A lot. So if you read what I read up here, right? digital asset strategy and non-fungible tokens. The fund will look to invest into a range of DeFi and NFT projects built on the Algorand blockchain network. So NFT projects, FIFA World Cup, working on their digital assets and NFT strategies. So, I mean, it all goes together. They're probably, building their brand up, and that's what their marketing is for, and it's amazing. So, if I had marketing this good, I would have 1 million subscribers already. So, if you guys haven't, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't be afraid to comment. You can say just about anything positive. No negativity will be allowed in the chat, but positive, you are more than welcome to speak your mind here. This is a place where everybody feels heard, hopefully. So that's the goal, at least, to make everyone feel heard. If you're not, let me know, and we will let it be. And if someone isn't treating you right, let me know as well, and we'll kick their butt. So, all right. No, he's not talking to himself. I check the chat every now and again. He always has stuff to say, and I try to keep up, man. But he has a lot to say sometimes, and so I try to keep up. The absolute low it may go is 31. I don't even think it needs to go there, but I mean, it can. It really can. So I'm not going to say no. 31, like before, I might have argued with you about it. No, not 31. But I mean, if you think about it, the lowest we've really gotten in a long time is 33,000 with Bitcoin. So if the market liquidity goes down, then I say it may rally down to 27 and crawl back to 30 for a sideways battle. That I don't know. If the market is that brutal, it might go to 20K, and then we spend the rest of the time in the bear market like normal. So that's what should have happened. I was just hoping for one more pump before it did. Like, guys, there's always the chance that the bear market still comes, like the real bear market. That you think this is a bear market at $38,000? No, remember the last Bitcoin bull market went from 20,000 all the way down to 3,000, but that was in 2020 though. So from 20, I don't know. I could look that up. Let's look that up. Let's see how exactly the price of Bitcoin was. Because I know the price of Bitcoin, but not exact dates and prices at the exact time. Come on. But we can find out real quick. Easily. Not in the 1 hour, though. It would take you 1,000,000 years to find it in the 1 hour. But in the daily, it shouldn't be as hard. Okay. Whoa, what is happening here? Oh, this whole thing's backwards. Oh, wow, that's so weird. Okay. So let's go back. Back in time. Back in time. Let's go all the way back in time. Okay, is this it? Yeah. All right. So 20K, right? 20K is the highest. Where is it? 1966. Is that it? I don't see 20K anywhere. So maybe it didn't go all the way to 20K. Almost 20K. All right. Then let's see where this low is right here. 6,800. Oh no, 5,920. Yep, that's the low. So from 20,000 to 5,920 by February. It's already different because we lost. So, okay, let's say a 3/4. So almost 75% of the money is gone from here to here. And that was only in 3 months. 75% from top to bottom. A little less, probably 70% from top to bottom. Okay, so that would mean, let's see where we're at with Bitcoin. We went up to 70,000. So 75% of 70,000. Well, what time? 15, 30. No, so it'd be 1750, 35. So 17,500 is where it would go down to. $17,500 because that would be 35, 70. Yep. So that would, if we were actually going to go down to a normal bear, that's where we would go. We would lose 75%, like it was there. Probably 70%, I should say, not 75. I think it was 70. 70% from top to bottom. So if we go 70%, well, let's check. From 69 down 70%. Okay, right there. And what price is that? Oh, what the heck? Okay, come on. 69,000. Where are you? Right there. 69,000. And especially all the way out here, too. So 70% right there. Okay. So minus $48,000 from 70,000. So what would that be? 20,000? That's the previous all-time high. If we go down 70%, that's the previous all-time high of 20,000. Yeah, because 75% would be 17,500. But 70% would be 20,100 and something. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. If we are going to go all the way down to where we did the last in the same amount of time, though, I mean, it went down super fast. I'll show you the time frame that it went down last time. Look at this, the big difference, and you're going to see, wow, that's super fast. So if we went down 70% from the top, okay, let me get up here. And then it was in February, right? Okay, so 70% right there. So in that amount of time, we would have bottomed. So that's crazy. All right, now let's pull out Algorand here and see is this a good time to buy it? Is it going to keep going up? Yeah, 60, I mean dude, 66 cents is a really fair purchase price for this crypto. I would try to get it, as low as I can, but anything sub $1 is a beautiful price for this crypto. As you see, it did have a major drop off with all other cryptos, right? Just not, as much as some and more than others. So it was already up pretty high, before it dumped and then went back up. So technically, it didn't really pump. It just kind of went back to where it was before the Bitcoin hammer came out. So if you don't know what the Bitcoin hammer is, go back and watch a couple of my episodes. I think I explained the Bitcoin hammer pretty well. Love you all. You have to think about market stuff. Some people that hit their max loss call. Well, I don't know what the max loss call is. Will cash back out causing market spot. I don't know what that is, man. But I do know Algorand is a boss. Dang it, my live streams aren't doing very well right now. They put me on the front page for a little while, for a couple days or whatever, and then now it's off of there again. But that's okay. We will beat the struggle together. I need you. I've been playing this game where you take over other provinces. I'm building quite the army right now, but something you set in advanced market. Yeah, yeah. I bet they use bots to do that kind of stuff. You know. I don't have a lot to say about Algorand, so we'll just take the rest of the episode to have kind of like a community episode, and just we're gonna have a real community episode. I'm gonna put in the poll a little bit later, probably next week, and but today, I want to ask you guys your opinion on a few things, and what I mean on that is going forward with the channel. Do you think we should have another logo contest? I don't think I want to do just regular giveaways anymore. I want to do stuff where people can be productive and offer really not just high quality stuff that they make, but to be really creative. And I think that's what was so cool about my logo contest that we did. It wasn't just me, and that's why I loved being like I claim to be the most interactive YouTube channel for the size that we were. We were because on our first logo competition votes, I didn't know you could do a poll, so I had everybody do it in the comments, and there was so many comments. And I'm not going to do a poll next time either because I want everybody to put it in the comments because that really helped the video get um, blow up. So um, that's pretty cool, man. I want to do a collab with Finance ABC. He knows a lot about options and calls and stuff like that. I know about futures trading and limit orders, market orders, but cash puts and option calls and all that. That I mean, you got to go to stock market school for that kind of stuff, man. So I'm an analyst, but not of stock markets. I can analyze cryptocurrency because I like it. I get bored with stocks because it isn't really fun to do. It isn't fun to trade stocks. What stock did you get today? Oh man, I got a good one. It was called DPXGY. It's a such a complicated company. I don't have any problems with stocks. They're just not as fun. You can make lots of money. You can become rich with stocks. There's a lot of smart people out there that don't know about crypto yet that are in stocks. And that's what I'm teaching. That's what's cool about Finance ABC. He knows a lot about stocks. I know a lot about Bitcoin, actually, especially ICP. Um, by the end of this partnership with Definity, man, I'm going to be an expert on ICP. Be like, I want my PhD in ICP, man. I feel like I have a PhD in Algorand too. Like all that information I gave you guys, I didn't look up any of that. It was all just already in here. You want to look up the information for Algorand? It's right here. So I just went back and showed it all to you guys afterwards because I was like, I already, know all this stuff. That's because I love it. Look how were used to make exchanges rich on the bank of ICP and its reputation. I know, man. Six Figs. That was a fire video he did about that. If you man, my ICP videos have been blowing up lately, especially unfortunately when I called ICP down to $10, it did really well. Uh, I didn't really mean that. Like I was just putting that there. It could have went $10 and it went to like 11 and everybody like it got 500 views or something, 400 views. Did really well. Thank you guys for that. All the likes too. And my Algorand video yesterday, that's why I thought I'd do one today. My Algorand video, it got like 1,000 views in 2 hours. The first 2 hours I had it out, 1,000 views. Like, dang, man, that's pretty good. Thank you guys for that. And like 30 likes. I was like, nice. I don't get 10% likes. That's what I want to try to get it up to one day. I want to have a personality good enough to get likes. I guess I'm too I don't know. I don't know what it is about my videos that don't get enough likes like other people's do, but you never know. Maybe it's the way I talk. Maybe my accent. People don't like it. No, no, it isn't that. I think you got to earn your place in YouTube. I understand. I'm willing to put in the work. If you guys are willing to put in, the work watching me, I'm willing to put in the work to do the research and figure out some good cryptos for you. And that's what I want to do going forward. Next time we have a bull market, I'm gonna try to find a couple new gems for you guys. Now, the best time to find gems is actually in a bear market, but right now we don't know what we're in, right? So it's hard to call a gem, especially you buy into it right now and we have another 10%, 15, 20% pullback. So it's such a risky time right now. Let's just, kind of dollar cost average. This is what I would recommend for myself, not financial advice, but this is what I would see doing, like especially with Algorand, because I want to get, accumulate a certain amount. That's what I want with all crypto. I don't look at it as a monetary value in the form that it is now. I look for future monetary value and what it can go to. So then I can kind of get an idea of where my money could go. And then I'll either, I don't ever get disappointed if it doesn't go to it. And then, if it does go to it, I'm prepared. I'm prepared either way for either situation. So with Algorand, this news pumps it every time. Imagine the next good news that comes out with Algorand. Boom, 20% jump. It happens so frequently. I mean, it's awesome. I love it. And so the cool thing about the graph also had a bunch of money and a bunch of stuff put in it. And it also started to pump before the dump. And all of this stuff started happening right at the dump. The next pump these cryptos are going to have, that is probably my biggest argument for Algorand or any other crypto right now, is that had a lot of money put into the ecosystem. ICP, Algorand, Gert. I don't know. Was there money put in Solana? I bet. Mana, Ethereum. I mean, billions of dollars are in Ethereum. But that's how you can know a crypto when people are just starting to show more monetary interest, or at least looking to buy ICP. Before they were like, yeah, no. But now that it went down to $11, I think people are comfortable with calling that a bottom now. I hope. I mean, some people are still calling for a $3 ICP, but those people obviously don't know what's going on. So sorry, man. I try to keep up. Okay. It was just the market have, yeah. Every crypto crash at that time. Solana dropped almost $100 at the time. ICP touched 400. Started calling it a scam right away. That is so dumb, man. It doesn't make sense. Like I heard that at the beginning. I never once thought ICP was a scam, even before I bought into it. Well, I mean, why would I have bought into it later on if I thought it was a scam, right? Even before the Definity grant, all that. Like I bought ICP, I hold it. I still hold it. The original ICP I bought for $40 a piece. I still hold that. I'm not letting it go until I make my money back. So a year, 2 years, 4 years, 10 years. Think about 10. That's when I'll feel comfortable to sell. It could go to 2K a coin, but the best thing with ICP and so Algorand. So what do you guys? This is one big thing I want to ask you guys. Okay, I want to get the opinion of the community because I know that they voted on it. And what do you think about them dropping the rewards? Because it isn't just on Coinbase; it's all around on Algorand. It used to be a 4% annual percentage yield, which means if you put $100 in there, you would get $4 a year. Stuff like that. Like if you had 100 Algorand, you would get four a year or something like that. You know what I mean? So, and that's how it would work. Well, now they've dropped it to like 0.45 or something like that, like half an Algorand or something. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that was a good move? Do you think it was for the future of the token? I guess they might have changed the way that they did things. Do you think it was for the future? Were they coming to the end of the supply? Had they already all been, received from staking? What? I don't know the answer to that. That's a community thing. I wasn't part of the governance of Algorand. Maybe I will be in the future, because when you're part of the governance of a crypto, if you don't know what governance is, some cryptos give rewards for staking through a governance voting process. And what do I mean by that? Basically, they ask you what you want done on the blockchain, and people will come up with ideas and they can submit them. I think even you can submit an idea. It might cost you some crypto, but if you have like a good idea to improve the blockchain and you want to spend a little bit of crypto to see if you can get approved, in some instances anybody can submit a proposal, and you pay the fee if it doesn't go through. I think it's like 10 ICP or like 20 Algorand. I don't know what the fee is, but it's a significant fee, right? One crypto or 10 or who knows. But yeah, so that way no garbage stuff goes through. You don't just propose anything. Like if it doesn't go through, you pay it. So you want it's incentivizing you to have it go through. But anyway, governance is a staking form, and on the internet computer, you can earn 50% yield, not annual percentage, like total yield. So, say you put in 100 ICP. If you stake that for 8 years and you put a dissolve delay of 4 years, you're going to have 300 ICP by the end of 12 years. Or you could put like 1,000 and you could leave it for, I think it was 2 years. Yeah, that's what it was. So if you had 2 years and 1 year no dissolve delay, so 3 years total, if you put in 100, it would give you 167. So in 3 years, if you put 100 ICP, you could get 167 of them. That's more than double your ICP in 3 years. Now imagine if you put $1 million in their worth, right? In 3 years, that's going to be 3 million. So that's a lot to do, and the price could probably go way up by then. So I think when people gain faith back into it, it's already going to be jumping. The ecosystem is going to rocket so high, and I'm going to do my best to get the word out to the community in the best way possible. We're gonna, go hard. We're gonna do more collaborations, more stuff. We haven't been doing a lot of collabing lately. It's just kind of a downtime for me right now. But we'll start pumping some really good ICP content. I'm gonna make another staking video with ICP, except this time it's gonna be edited, and instead of it being all on the phone and kind of, I mean, it'll still be kind of like that, but it'll be edited like the Supernova one that I did, because I have an editor now, and it'll be a lot better. I'll have everything for the staking. That was one of my best videos that I've done. The first one, I didn't really have all of it, and the second one, I didn't really get all of it. So I'm going to make a third one and make sure I get everything. I'm even going to include the staking calculator. I'm going to include just about everything. I'm going to fine tune it. I'm going to, retake if I have to over and over again until it works. So the ecosystem is one of the best I've seen with ICP, but also Algorand as well. Like I love ICP, but I love crypto, guys. And so when I see a really good blockchain like Algorand and ICP, I recognize that. Solana's, I know in the theory, like I know what a good blockchain is. I know what a good project is, and I know a long lasting project. When every single member of a team all has a long-term view, and when you actually get the community to have a long-term view as well, that's where ICP reigns supreme. 8-year gang, baby. What other crypto has people just saying, I'm with you for 8 years? I'm with you for 8 years. That is a commitment, baby. For real. 8 years with ICP. and it's straight people are straight up willing to do it, you know? That's because if you understand what it is and what they're doing and you see all these things that other people are doing, I would like to see ICP doing more stuff like partnering. Um maybe they are. I'm gonna ask maybe next meeting that I have with them. I'm gonna ask, hey, what's up with the partner? I'm not gonna be what's up with the partner, yo. No, I'll just kind of ask in a nice way. I'll be like, are you guys seeking partnerships with any sports teams or um, any kind of media or video game type deal or just like any kind of partnerships and stuff like that that would really, bolster value. So that's what I look for in crypto. And when we ask, is Algorand a good crypto to purchase right now, this very second? That's what you look at. If you remember, it pumped from $1.81 to 282 in a matter of 2 hours. And then it went all the way back down to $2. And then it went down. So you could easily buy it at 66 cents or whatever it's at right now. And the next time it goes on a massive pump because of all these things, all that money of borderless capital is still in ICP or in Algorand, sorry. And all of the NFT stuff that they were talking about is now being done with FIFA. Boom, all of the money that they have been given is being used. At least I'm sure they're getting paid for that sponsorship, but how did they get to that place with FIFA? You think they buttered a few hands, maybe greased a few wheels with some dough? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I'm just like, they have to be doing something, out there to get that going. So I wouldn't know how a big company would even contact. Maybe you just call them up, be like, hey, yo, we're Algorand. Oh, you've heard of us. Yeah, we the best, right? All right. FIFA World Cup. You in? All right. That's probably how it went. Just a quick deal, man. FIFA? Algorand? All right. Shake on it. That's it, man. Boom. Put Algorand on your jersey. We'll give you, some NFTs of your guys. Win-win for everybody. And I bet that's how it went, like, or even they were like, Algorand, we'll pay you. We'll invest in your, blockchain. And then how many of the players are going to start taking their That's something else we should talk about. How many of the actual FIFA players are going to take their salary in Algorand? That's something to think about for the World Cup. What about the World Cup prize? Do they get a cash prize? What if it's an Algorand? What if it's staking? Then they get even more money from it and be like, hey, man, if that's an Algorand prize, we want that. We want it staking first. Yeah, you better be getting rewards for that. You're like, we are, but we're keeping those. We're only giving you the reward amount. That's how companies be, though. They're like, oh, we knew about the staking reward. What staking? I didn't know you can stake Algorand. Polygon and Binance are okay. They are full of scams, though. So that's why I don't mess with TRX anymore, bro, or Binance. So those are great cryptos. Two of my used to be my favorites, actually. Binance and really TRX. I don't know. I love TRX. I love that you could stake it. I love that the fees were cheap, and I love that it moved like that. What I don't like is all of the forced scam coins. Like if you just hold TRX in your wallet, you'll get sent like 50 different scam coins. They'll just give them to you, put them in your wallet. Like they got a key to just put stuff in your wallet. Garbage. So that's why I like Algorand and stuff. So now there is one benefit of high gas fees. It keeps a lot of the scams away. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Because a lot of scams are nickel and diamond people, right? So they're trying to skim off the top. So it would be a lot harder for a scam, to do what they need to do if They don't have access to your account, man. If the blockchain, or if they have access to your account, okay, I had a brain fart there. If they have to pay a lot of gas fees, that's what I meant to say. I'm trying to look. That's why I don't try to do two things at once. I was thinking one thing and then I read something else and it made me say another. Okay, I turned airdrops off. Yeah, OpenSea. I do not have OpenSea. I should though. Oh, you guys, if you haven't already, check out Definity on Medium. That is a platform not a lot of people know about, and it's one of the and that's what I should actually read a lot more articles off of Medium. It's a really good platform, and Algorand I'm sure has a lot of good articles on Medium. It's a really really good cryptocurrency platform. Decrypt as well. That's another good one. Um, so Bored ape scams now, yeah. Where there's a lot of money, you'll see a lot of scams. But the reason there's a lot of scams on TRX and Binance is different than the Bored Ape, right? So Bored Ape has a lot of interest right now because the big land sales, the airdrop, and the value of all the Bored Apes. I mean, it's mass money. And so, of course, there's going to be little schemers. Now, TRX and Binance, their story's a little bit different. The reason that scammers use them is because it's easy to create a coin. And that's where the scammers are on TRX and Binance. They make Binance BP20 tokens and they make TRX freaking TRC20 tokens, right? So it's too cheap for them to do it. So why not? Oh, make a crypto. Hopefully, like 10 or 20 people buy it. Put a couple hundred to thousands of dollars in, and then we just say bye bye. Yeah, no, I'm good. So that's why we stick to, you know, stay away from those. We stick to good cryptos. Now ICP, you can create your own crypto, your own token on ICP. So I really hope the scam coins don't come to ICP because it is cheap gas fees. But I think with having an internet identity, it would be easy to catch scams. I think. I'd hope. I don't know. That's just me guessing. I think it's decentralized, so maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know. That's a good question. Responsible for the FUD on ICP. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that, and they got the biggest videos on some of the ICP hashtags, like ICP hashtag. So I'm trying to get videos big enough to take those ones out. So if you guys help me, the next ICP video I do, let's get that sucker like 5,000 or 10,000, so we can knock some of those other stupid ones out of the way. Because I mean, in a few years, when ICP really skyrockets, and you guys don't think I'm just a sellout, and you're gonna thank me. You really are. I mean, you can't say anything to me unless you hold it for at least 4 to 6 years, though. Now, if you come back to me in 4 to 6 years and you lost money, then well, I don't know what I would do, but I would be right there with you because I believe it too. It's not possible. I believe in. So why do I say that? Okay, I'm not just blowing smoke because, right? So if you guys ever listened to Dominic speak, the chief scientist of Definity? I don't know if it's you guys or if it's just me, but I really admire genius people. I just do, man. There's not that many genius people in the world, and so when you see them, I'm not saying I'm a genius. Like I'm not a genius. Um, I wish I was, but I do have a high level of thinking, and some would say, maybe if I didn't destroy part of my brain back in the day, doing stupid things, then I might be a genius. But I ruined that. So anyway, but what I'm saying is I recognize stuff like that, and so with Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, and Dominic Williams, these guys have visions, right? And they have all played them out, right? We've seen what happened when Elon Musk was a lot younger. I just watched a video where he was over $250 million in debt with Tesla. 250. He was like, "Yeah, that's about right. 250 million in debt. Yeah." Like, dude, I don't know if I could handle being in $250 million debt. What do you do if you can't pay $250 million? Like, what do they come and take, like, can't break your toes? Or like, what do they do, man? I would be worried about, like being in debt, that kind of money. Like, that's real money. And he's a billionaire now. Like, somehow he got out of that debt. But what if he didn't and he stayed in $250 million debt? But anyway, that's genius for you. And what the point of that is, his genius is played out now. His vision that he started, Tesla, which took debt at first, 250 million, is now a thriving multi-billion-dollar revolutionary company, changing the world. Now we're going to Mars because of that, right? And so you have the same kind of genius except on the internet computer. And that, if you guys don't like that the price went way down, then go listen to Dominic speak for a while and then see if you still feel the same way. Once you start listening to this guy, if you respect Elon Musk and his genius and how he thinks, and then you'd really respect Dominic, because he's like Elon Musk, except he speaks a little bit clearer, I think. Um, I hope that's not an insult to him. That wasn't meant to be an insult. It was supposed to be a compliment. But he's just the way he speaks. Sometimes it might go over your head, though. But that's how you know that this guy is like really smart and knows what he's talking about. So he has a vision for the internet computer. And so that's the one thing I don't know, is that missing from Algorand, because I'm trying to always bring it back to Algorand because that's the video, but we're doing kind of a discussion. What's up, man? Six Figs. Good to see you, man. Ethereum has been around since 2015. Okay, internet computer has passed it in total storage and data. Yeah, that's very true. That's what Dogefinity said. So hopefully we're gonna have him on the show. He came out and he made the freaking best video, guys. If you haven't seen it, go over Dogfinity. It's not Dogefinity, Dogfinity. Dogfinity, and watch his video about the internet computer. It completely debunks the Coin Bureau video. 100% awesome video. And I reached out to him and I was like, man, I'd love to showcase your NFT collection, have you on the channel, kind of support you. And so hopefully we will have him on the channel. We're still going to have visions from Ice Emojis on the channel to showcase the new Ice Emoji Legends, or Ice Emoji Legends, and the new Ice Emoji Adventures game, play to earn, dungeon crawler game for the internet computer. I cannot wait, man. I already have 6 characters. So, and you can level up your characters, play to earn. I'm gonna earn me some ICP, baby, or more Ice Emojis. I'm not sure which one you earn yet. Or you might actually get what? Oh man, I'm gonna buy an ICP. Yeah, I'm gonna buy one Algorand too. One ICP and one Algorand. You gotta buy an Algo, man. So, what up, Six Figs? Yeah, and the one Six Figs made, man. I gotta have that guy on the channel too, man. That guy's a genius. Six Figs. You haven't seen it, you gotta watch his channel, man. Actually, no, he did. I'm not playing, but he's a good guy. So, but if you haven't, you need to also watch Six Figs video. And what he did is he basically explained what happened at the beginning of the internet computer that caused the price to go down so drastically right away. It seemed like there was a lot of people shorting the market and a lot of people, manipulating those early buy-in prices, because when you could buy a coin for a penny and it goes up to $750 a piece, I don't even know how much money that is. Like, so 100 is a dollar, and then another 100. Wait, 100 times 100 is 10,000. So 10,000%. is only 10. I can't do all that math, man. It's a lot of money, dude. A penny to $750. I mean, you're a billionaire. Depending on how, you put $100 in from a penny. So how many would you get? That's how you could figure out how many would you get for $100 for a penny each. So if we think about that, so you get like 10,000, like 10,000 of them. Yeah, 10,000. Then just do 10,000 times 750. And so I know 1,000 times 750 is 750,000. So that would be $7.5 million out of $100 if you bought the pre-sale on ICP. 7.5 million. $100 to 7.5 million. Can't believe I did that math in my head, but check it. There you go. You can probably buy 2 ICP with that. Nice. That price was never going to be stable. No, and so that's another thing that I've always been saying. Yes, so there was some sort of possible manipulation. But if you look at crypto projects that have monumental starts, the graph, every crypto that I can think of has had the same thing. Either it goes sideways and then pumps, or it pumps and then goes down. There's two. If you're in crypto and you've been watching the charts and looking at it every single day, you start to, get a picture of what the charts look like. Six Figs, and King Love can probably attest to that. You look at it every day, you start to know the prices. And so you can really tell when something, isn't right. And, when it pumps like that and dumps, it might not feel right, but that's what crypto does, right? So look, okay, this a perfect example, GN. Okay, I knew for 100% fact that when GN pumped, that it was going to go back to 7 cents. Yeah, it went all the way up to like 40 cents or something. I told everybody 100% fact. It's a stable coin. It's going to go back down. But guess what? When it goes on to an exchange, that mechanism for keeping the price pegged down to that Japanese yen, it is overwhelmed with volume. So that low, it can't hold it low anymore. So it goes way, way up. So it even happens. The point is, it happens with stable coins too. A lot of projects. Here, let me just show you a couple. What I'm talking about. Yes, ICP was possibly manipulated with futures contracts. I agree. I think Six Figs made a really good point with that. So, but it still probably would have done a lot along the same line, maybe just not as bad, right? So let's just go look at Algorand. Let's see Algorand's beginning. Look at that. See that pump at the beginning? 216. Almost as high as the all-time high. You guys seeing this, right? Yeah. So look, boom, all the way up, all the way down. So this is where we are on ICP right now, right about here. So if this doesn't tell you anything, this is a really good example of where we are with ICP. I love this chart. Actually, I almost want to just hug it because this is I can't believe I have this right here because it's a great example. So all the way from 216 all the way down to 14 cents. That kind of replicates 750 all the way down to $11, right? It would actually have to be $7.50 actually. So it'd be like $216 all the way down. Yeah. So it would have to be 750 to be exact. But so just along that lines, boom. This is where we are basically on the internet computer right now. What does that mean? Well, look what's in the future. Okay, we got nice little pumps. Okay. Oh. So that's look, boom, exactly what internet computer did. Let's go look at internet computer just to show you that I'm not just BSing you. I don't have a reason to BS you, but I wouldn't crap you. You're my favorite turd. Okay. So I know we're not looking at TradingView, but this one shows my point better. See this? Same exact thing, except look, it only says 450 here. So it's basically only double what the Algorand was, like 216 all the way down to 14, right? And we go down to 11. So, see what I mean? And now we have those big pumps coming up. When we zoom this out later and we look at this later, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to have like a big U that goes over here. It'll start to pump a little bit over here, a little bit over here, and then go way up, and then go way up again, and then we'll probably even go past this all-time high and watch. That's how crypto works, man. I'm showing you what crypto does, not just with one crypto. Watch. You think it's just a fluke, right? Okay, just a fluke. The crypto don't do that. Look at this guy. This was another example of a pumper right out the gate. So it just had a little bit longer, like a month, couple months in between for the high. So it didn't come out the gate that high, but boom, within a couple, I mean, right after a crypto, gets listed on Coinbase, and this one was brand new, it goes parabolic. That's what crypto does. And then it goes down and it finds its legs and it finds its normal price, and then it sets in, bear market, bull market, wherever we're at. So we're here, we're down. Again, I think we're going to have another massive pump. Whenever we have these big pumps on this side, that means we can always get back to that price. We already been there once. That means that there is like a magnet pulling us back up there. Maybe a very weak one, but one nonetheless. So whoever, Six Figs and King Love, thank you guys for talking about that, because that just made this video way better. And you can see it. Now let's go look at another one. Like, maybe it's just those ones, right? Maybe I just picked the only ones in the world that did that. Okay, maybe I did, guys. Maybe I'm tripping, right? Or am I? Right? See? $4.29 for Jasmine. We are all the way down to 17 cents right now. Almost the same big drop. Way up here to way down here. And Jasmine's still an awesome crypto right now. And it's probably going to go to these peaks again one day, right? Look at all the volume coming in here. Look at no volume back here. See the big difference? Lots of volume, lots of volume. Hardly any volume. It's the beginning. It's a pump. That's what crypto does. So, yeah, there might have been manipulation. There probably was manipulation with the futures contracts. But, okay, I think I beat that point into the ground. But I mean, it's just funny to me at this point. Thank you for the $20, man. That helps a lot, especially at this point. Still don't know if I got the grant yet, but I know they'll get back to me soon. I know they will. They're probably just busy. So, and I'm not going to rush them this time. Like I kind of rushed them last time, so I'm not going to rush them. They'll get to it when they get to it. And things will happen when they happen. So I'm not in too big of a hurry. I mean, I don't think they're going to take too long. So it'll work out. It'll all work out. I don't. E-gold. Ooh, okay. Let's go look at e-gold. Because the reason that I actually have been doing videos on e-gold is for IC Birds, because they say they were trying to get traffic from Elrond and Solana over to their blockchain on the internet computer. So I was like, oh, I'll just make some Elrond and Solana videos. Maybe they'll find my IC Bird videos. So that's why I did that. So Elrond too, huh? Elrond did it. Elrond did it. Oh no, Elrond's a little bit different. See, Elrond went sideways before the pump. See, there are. I told you about these ones. Some do peak at different times, but a lot of them peak right out the gate. A lot of them do. So, like Bitcoin didn't. Bitcoin didn't peak. Really, really high out the gate and then come back down. But what else did? I mean, there was a lot of crypto didn't. Did XRP do that? I think XRP did, maybe. What else? I can't think about any other ones right now, but we can look at Eagle though. Dang, it's at 124. I mean, Elrond, man, I would want to be getting this at like $80 though. That is the price I'd really want to get Elrond, but it just doesn't seem to go down to that price anymore. Let's check it out. Okay. Yeah, we just have. Oh man, there was a Head and Shoulders right here. See that Head and Shoulders breakdown? Head, shoulder, neckline, breakdown. And that looks like a dang bear flag, man. How it's all at an angle like that. Oh, and jizzle. No, it can't be a bear flag. It's like a symmetrical triangle. I don't know what the heck this thing is, man. Yeah, it's a symmetrical triangle. But I mean, that couldn't really be a bull flag like that. No. I mean, it would have to kind of go down at an angle like that. That's just a weird looking. Yeah, nah. Symmetrical triangle, a little bit of volume. Now I can't believe this is so high, dude. Why is it so high? 120 some bucks, man. I swore this. I mean, how is it higher than Solana? I don't remember this crypto that high, man. That's a trip. Oh man, I forgot you made that video today about Definity suing Meta. I didn't know they were doing that, man. That's some interesting news. I wonder if they're actually taking them to court. Like you say they're suing them. I wonder like they got lawyers and everything. Like yeah, see we get rejected by the 21. Look at that. Just rejected hard. And it pushed us down into like this cone. This I mean it's like a squeeze. It just squeezed it right here. So and it's right at that cone right now. So who knows what's going to happen on the daily. Let's look at the 4 hour a little bit. Yeah, it just kind of looks like freaking maybe a descending triangle. Oh. Nope. Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, and we just have another like symmetrical triangle type deal here. So it is kind of like a falling wedge though, actually. We could say it's a falling wedge instead of a symmetrical triangle. But it is kind of just if it starts squeezing in here more, it isn't looking good for Elrond, man. I'm sorry. I mean, it doesn't really look good. Now on the 30-minute, it looks a little better. A lot better, actually. A whole lot better. I still don't see anything, but I do see at least a trend change. Yep. Cool. So actually, this would probably be a good time to get Elrond right around this area because it looks like it might be recovering, but who knows what's going to happen with the rest of the market. Bitcoin is so unpredictable right now. If Bitcoin goes down 70%, we're going to be at $20,000, which is crazy because that's how high the last top to bottom was, which is 20,000 down to, like 5,900 and then 70%, which is the exact same as the previous all-time high from this all-time high. Isn't that crazy? The 70% from this all-time high is the previous all-time high, which is exactly what it went down last time. Dude, that's a trip, man. If you guys understood that, did you hear that? So I don't know if I can even explain that again. Hurts my head. So the previous all-time high from the top to the bottom is 70%, from 20,000 to 5,000. Our new all-time high from 70,000 down to 20,000 is the same 70% drop that was the 2017 market from top to bottom. But if we did the same 70% drop, it would go from 70,000 down to 20,000, which was the previous 2017 all-time high. That can't just be a coincidence. So that's got to be a significant piece of information. I don't know how yet. Got to put it all together. But thanks for stopping by. You guys are awesome. Uh IOTX, yeah, I don't know how many coins IOTX has. HNT all had these crazy drops. Yeah. A few crypto did pump and then some did dump, I think, but oh, a jury trial. Cool. Now, I hope they watch our meta videos before they make their decision. You better watch our meta videos to get our information. If we think it's a violation of cryptocurrency etiquette, actually, it's against the law. So. Streaming anytime soon. Yeah. Six Fig, you or Airborne streaming anytime soon. Okay, we're getting rid of this chat right now. So you get to see my full face. And we're going to bring the chat out. All right. I'd love to have you both on the channel one night. I don't really know how to get a hold of Airborne, really. I mean, I guess I could go comment on his channel or something. I don't know. Maybe I could try to send him a DM on Twitter. But yeah, I'd love to have you guys on the show or vice versa or both. That would be cool to have you on the show and me on your show again soon too. Probably not today, not this week. But probably the first part of next week. Next week would be good. I know you guys do your thing on Thursday, but I already kind of a couple plans for this week. So next week looks like a good time for us to collab. This was a good community video. We're gonna do another one like this, except it's gonna be a straight community video. So if you guys like any crypto you say, I'll just go look it up and we'll shoot the breeze. We'll talk about what cryptos that I'm thinking about buying but kind of scared. Like, do you guys ever get that way? I mean, you can tell me. It's okay. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at you or make fun of you or anything if you're scared to buy a crypto because I get scared buying crypto sometimes. Like, I mean, it's just money, right? But money's valuable. It's worth money. So, I mean, yeah, it is just money, but money buys everything. It buys almost that. Well, I mean, it buys any material item that you need and pays your bill. So we need it. So, anyways, you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for always cheering me up, man. If it wasn't for King Love, man, I don't know what I'd do sometimes. Cause you know how much it sucks looking at and seeing an empty chat. It's okay on one or two live streams, but when you start seeing like 10 live stream chats empty, it sucks. So you guys keeping the chat filled up, man, that makes me feel good. So thank you guys. Love you too, brother. God bless you, man. Small creators. Yeah, we're not going to be called small creators for long. Like, for real. I surround myself with people that I plan to be or be surrounded with. You surround yourself with where you want to be at. Do I want to surround myself with, 2,000 subscribed channels or do I want to surround myself with a million subscribed channels? And then any good people in between. That depends. If it's good people, yeah, I don't care, 100,000. But when it comes to making a name in crypto, yeah, you want to be a part of the big stuff and but you can never forget where you come from. And that's one thing. If I ever do, you can cancel my channel immediately. If I ever become a big crypto influencer and I forget about the little guy, you have my permission to cancel my channel. You can just say, I'll even put in a poll. Should I be canceled? All right. There are tons of people talking before I became a mod, and I would love to see more of the folks from the Boston community. Yeah, well, a lot of the guys, that were on here, were doing it because I was paying in Satoshis at the very beginning. So with Express Crypto, we had kind of a cool little referral type deal going on over there. I would pay literally fractions of Bitcoins and people would come and comment on my videos and stuff. So it wasn't a violation of YouTube terms because it was basically a paid advertisement platform. So you just pay and then you put your link and people use it. That's the way it goes. And you pay them Satoshis. So yeah, Bobcat, he is a nice dude, man. He was a decent fella. But all of those sites, man, I don't even like to say the name. I really don't. It's just bad juju. Those sites are bad juju. Like when I first started reading about micro wallets, the very first thing it told me, it said never keep your money on there for longer than a week, staking or otherwise. It said you withdraw your money every single week. They disappear all the time. Ooh, 30%, man. That's unfortunate, man. I wish those guys luck. There's a lot of nice guys from EC and, good people, but it's just bad juju. Now, if they want to come connect on, a different way just in life or online and stuff, that's cool. They're good people. But as for using those sites, be careful with micro wallets. If you're doing surveys and earning crypto that way, and just make sure you're careful. That's all I have to say. All right, guys, be diligent when it comes to buying Algorand or any other crypto. Know that the more you buy it at a certain low level, that when it pumps, you're gonna have massive gains. Now, the thing is, are you like me? Are you willing to sit through a loss? Normally, I try to sit out to a stable coin, but once I am in a trade and I'm committed, I'm not going anywhere if I believe in the project. Like I rode the graph from 2,500 down to 1,000. Not what I wanted to do, but I believe in the graph enough that I know I'll make more than 2,500, and I'm going to show you. Eventually, I mean, it's just going to sit in my wallet until it's time. You guys are going to see me gain more than $2,500 off of that trade. Well, eventually, whenever graph goes up again. And if it doesn't go up for 2 more years, then it's going to be 2 more years. And I'm going to sit on it for that long. That's how much profit means to me. You can't outbroke me. That was one of the very first things I said. You can't outbroke me. I can sit on it for longer than you. Time is money, and I got nothing but time. I'm willing to give my time for some money. But yeah, and the same with ICP. I bought in at $40. You think I'm gonna sell any of my ICP less than $40? I have a bunch more that I got at cheaper prices now though. Same with the graph. When you buy in at those crazy high prices, you can actually save yourself. And I've made lots of videos about it. Just buy, dollar cost average, buy at the lowest price you can. And boom, you're safe. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Take care of each other, bless each other, tell each other how much you love them, give each other hope, build each other up, don't tear them down, and don't cut people off in traffic. It's not nice. All right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is? Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!